There is a little bit of sun behind those clouds, and let me tell you, this is probably the worst type of weather for me. Let me explain. It gives you enough sun that it gives you hope that it's going to be a nice day. And the clouds, any moment, you can be lying out in the sun and the clouds can cover the sun and you freeze. Well, I will freeze. So I don't like that type of weather. But because there's a little bit of sun, I have to go to the beach. Because if I don't go, I might not have another day. And I only have, today is the 31st. So I only have 10 more days of freedom. After that, I'm a slave to the man. Aren't we all? We are a slave to jobs, right? Because we can't just not show up. We have to show up no matter what's going on in our hearts, no matter what's going on in our lives. We have to go to work to guarantee a living. And that's life is. I'm not complaining. I'm stating a fact. We are all slaves to our jobs. And I'm not any different. So I have to start work again on the 11th of August. My bus, the 7:15 bus, does not start running until the week after that. So I'm going to have to stay in Selbu for a couple of days that week. And I know that people often offer to drive me, and not just drive me there, but they offer me a ride because they're all. They offer me a ride. They're really nice people. But having spent my entire vacation only talking when I wanted to talk and only talking about things I wanted to talk about, I think being in a position to where you have to talk about things that other people want to talk about in lightness, I'm probably going to have to say that even though it was raining a couple of days, that it was a nice and hot summer. I can't say that with a straight face, but I'm probably going to have to, just to be polite. So I'm not ready to ride to work with somebody. And also, everyone that works where I work commutes. A lot of people just live next door, or they live in that town where I work, so it's complicated. If you're a Gen Xer, who did you prefer, Tiffany or Debbie Gibson? I was a Debbie fan. And I think from 1988, I became a Debbie Gibson fan. Her song, and I can't for the life of me remember what the song was, but one of her songs was a soundtrack of a Brazilian soap opera I was watching at the time. Lost in Your Eyes. I'm lost in your eyes. Something like that. I'm not gonna sing. I'm already kind of blocked from having viewers. YouTube will not say to you, hey, you had a warning. So now for 90 days, your streams are gonna have 0 visibility or close to 0. I hope to God for these 90 days. They haven't said that, but that's just how it's been. I was starting to get good views. Like all of a sudden 30 people would show in the live broadcast, and now it's like 0, 0, 0, 0, and then 1, and then that 1 disappears. So I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the warning. The chat bot. The chat bot says no. You see what I mean? See, there was a little sun, and now that cloud is going to cover it. And that's the absolute freaking worst. The worst. Because you have that little bit of hope that the sun's going to shine, and then it's just taken away from you in an instant. It's very annoying. That was me 18 years ago. When Sky around 2, I still had her in a stroller because it was faster to go places. Before I had children, I have 1 child, by the way. Before I had her, I used to see people with bigger kids on strollers, and I'd be like, what is he doing in a stroller? And then when I had my own child and I realized how slow they would walk and how much time you can save by having your kid in a stroller, then I finally understood. Finally. Took me a while though. You can't really talk unless you walked in the shoes of somebody else, so it's really that simple. The bus run every 20 minutes now because it's summer, which I find incredibly stupid because it's summer. People are on vacation, so they should have more buses so people can go places. But no, fewer buses in the summer. That's what summers in Norway are like. So that's what the summer in Norway is like. You're always in agony on days like this. This is what I hate the most. I think I hate this more than when it's just raining. When it's raining and you're like, it's raining, it's miserable. You accept your fate, right? But when it's like this, it gives you a false sense of hope that the sun's going to shine at some point during that day. It's a horrible feeling. I don't like it. Why did you go home? Trust me, if my husband and daughter, or at least one of them, wants to move to Brazil with me, I'll move to Brazil and come see the other every few months. I definitely do that. If they will come and see me, I don't know. We have to figure out what to do. But when I retire, there's no way I'm gonna put up with this shit. This is awful. And I'm supposed to be excited because it's summer, and I'm supposed to tell people, oh, it's nice and hot. It's not. Not even close. See, the sun comes out just for enough time for me to feel hope. These clouds are gonna dissipate and it's just gonna be sunny. But then It never does. And I hate it. And I'm just going to the out of spite. Now I'm going to the beach because it's the only opportunity I'm going to have. I'm going to go today. I'm going to take pictures. I'm wearing a bikini that looks a lot like my mom used to have in the 70s. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to go in the water a little bit. And I'm going to take the bus home. Or maybe I'll walk home. We'll see. I just want the bus to come so I can freaking go. So annoying. It's extremely annoying. See? The sun disappeared again. I hate these clouds. This is something my daughter never did. She never threw tantrums. And I figure that in Norway, it's a lot more stressful for a mother when your kid throws a tantrum because you can't yell at them. You can't grab their arm. You have to, just with words, make sure that your child calms down. And it's very difficult. In Norway, you can't ground your children. You can't yell at them. You can't even speak in a harsher tone. It's very hard to discipline children here. So I'm blessed that I had that. Till this very day, I've never seen another child as well behaved as my daughter, Skylar. The bus is a little late. Another very frustrating part of public transportation in the summer, fewer buses in the summer. And the bus drivers we have in the summer are not the regular bus drivers that drive the bus, but less experienced bus drivers. They're usually late. I swear to God, I remember a few years back when I took one of those summer with one of those bus drivers that has little experience. And this guy, he drove on the sidewalk. He just went straight over the curb. It was a bit of a scary moment, let me tell you. I just want to go before the entire sky is covered. Clouds, please let me go. What she should have done, should have kept the baby in the stroller and pulled the stroller into the bus. I did that with Skylar. Maybe that's why she never threw a tantrum. But she really never did. So I'm on the way to the beach, which is hilarious because the sun is so cloudy. But every now and again, the sun comes out a little bit. I wish YouTube will lift The shadow ban. I should have known that that was going to happen. I wasn't pointing the broadcast, like the camera, at the TV where we're watching the game. I should have definitely. Some shadow ban, so I get like 1, 2 viewers. It's annoying. There's my favorite beach in Norway. Well, out of the beaches I have access to, this is my favorite one. It's an artificial beach. It's completely man-made. It resembles a real beach. It has sand. We take what we get, right? Beggars can't be choosers. See, there's a little sun, but there are lots of clouds. So any moment, the clouds are going to cover the sun. It's the worst, the absolute worst. I'd rather, okay, so if it's going to be crappy, just be crappy already. Be completely crappy all day. Or if it's going to be nice, just be nice all day. I want to go back to work. There are people I want to see. There are students that are so wonderful that I want to see again. I want to teach them again. I'm curious about the new students I'm going to have. And also, when it comes to my coworkers, everybody is really nice. I have a closer relationship with people that work in my area, so I can talk about topics that are very similar to what I do in the classroom. So I have the lady who teaches German and Norwegian, and the gentleman that teaches English and history. We sit in the same office. We share office space, but it's a very nice office. I have the window office that I love. See, there are other things to really look forward to. Mostly being in the classroom teaching. I love that. No one is ever going to take that away from me. I know they've been trying. I'm not going to let them. The teachers' union is going to have my back always. The fuck? And just like that, see? It's awful. I hate cloudy days. They call them partially sunny. I call them cloudy days, with a few moments here and there when the sun comes out. But that's all I got, so I'm gonna take it. "30 seconds of sun, 5 minutes of clouds in the sky. 15 seconds of sun, 10 minutes of clouds." Summer Norway. But I'm pretty sure that people are gonna count today as a sunny day. Out of delusion. I'm gonna go to my spot. It's a spot where I'm not very visible. When you're a black woman in your 50s and you know people don't want to see you, especially if you're an immigrant in a country like this, you can't just be out in the open everywhere you want to be. You have to pick the spots where you're not very visible to protect yourself. Here I am, a sad sight. This is all I got. I'm gonna take advantage of what I got. What I got is a cloudy day. During which the sun will come and show itself for a few seconds at a time. There it comes. There it comes. So I'm gonna hatch for a few seconds, and then it's gonna go away again. That's how it's been.